Right, let's have a butchers and see wagwan. How do I feel about 2025? These are my personal opinions and not based on any statistic, just what I can see happening. I could be right, I could be wrong. It's just a general opinion, and there are micro markets everywhere. You can't compare the Leeds market to the London market, just like you can't compare the East Ham market to the Ealing market. I think the property market will struggle this year, and it will be a buyer's market all year. Properties are going to take extra long to sell, and house building is going to slow down even more. I feel like since lockdown, there is just this shift in vibes. I don't know whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but people are questioning things more than ever. What is the point of life? Am I the best version of me? Why am I struggling? Why am I paying so much in taxes and can't get an NHS dentist? Or if a theft has taken place, the police won't come out. I feel like when people talk about the cost of living crisis, they don't realise that it's hit all classes of people, including the middle class. When interest rates went from 0.5% to 3.5% in the space of 1 year, people who were not on a fixed rate or coming to an end of a fixed rate, it was not sunshine and roses. If someone said to me that they're on 100 grand salary, married with 2 children and live in London, I would not be surprised if they were visiting a food bank. People who are higher earners or in higher value properties, or people that stretch themselves too far to get a mortgage, are having to find £900 to £1,000 extra because the mortgage is now more expensive. Cutbacks have to be made. Get rid of the second car. Cancel the third holiday this year. Drop down from Marks and Spencer's to Sainsbury's. There are also so many people leaving the country right now. It's not funny. I've seen a lot of people under 25 that have left, single, childless, not prepared to work for minimum wage and want so much more out of life. Another country is going to benefit from their youth, their ideas, their talent. There is also a lot of middle class that have left the country. The landlords, the business owners, the entrepreneurs. Again, another country is going to benefit from their experience, money, and energy. There is too many landlords selling their properties, and this is an official crisis. The business owners, the people who own pubs, restaurants, hairdressers, fashion outlets, butchers, they also have a cost of survival crisis. The loans they took out to expand their businesses and the interest payments on it, the astronomical gas and electric prices. They are working harder for the same amount of turnover. Increasing the cost of their goods or services, or shrinking their goods or services for the same price, isn't always the solution. Then you have the employer's national insurance contributions coming up. Business just doesn't need this extra pressure. Entrepreneurs can be entrepreneurs anywhere in the world, but we want people here in the UK to start businesses, but the government has to create an environment where that is encouraged. Reducing taxes. If you are a director of a company or self-employed, the tax-free personal allowance should be at least 25 grand. Come on, man. The minimum. Do you know what I mean? I also hear a lot of, if I just had 10 grand, I would leave. I would leave if I was in better health. I would leave if I didn't have children in school or elderly parents to look after. I feel people don't necessarily want to leave. Well, not everybody, but people can see that the country is in a downward spiral and they want out. Do you know what I mean? First time buyers. Stamp duty. If you're currently buying a 425 grand property and will complete by March, do your thing. No stamp duty to pay. However, if you do not complete by the 31st of March, the stamp duty threshold drops to 300 grand on the 1st of April, which means on that 425 grand property, you will need to find an additional £6,250 to pay in stamp duty. That is a very expensive 24 hours. By the way, we are not beefing the French. So Labour, you see this stamp duty tax? Lock it off, wrap it up and cut it out. This is a buyer's market. So first-time buyers, if you are looking at 1 bed, test the water with 2 beds. If you are looking at flats, test the water with houses. That house for 500 grand, test the water and put in an offer at 425 grand. As long as you're patterned, because time is against you, your solicitor is instructed, you have your agreement in principle, properties between 300 and 500 grand, go shopping. Landlords, the extra stamp duty surcharge. How is everyone coping? I feel like all sections of property is going through a rough time. This channel is all about property reviews. So see the properties that have been on the market for a year. See the properties that's taking 2-3 auctions to sell. There are a little bit more repossessions around than normal. With estate agents, properties are taking longer to sell. Listen, this is not the time to overvalue properties to get the instruction. With letting agents, there is an abundance of tenants, but more landlords are selling than are buying, and that's a problem for new instructions. Property developers will tell you trades are a bit more expensive. Building materials are a bit more expensive. The cost of finances are a bit more expensive. I feel like people and businesses have cut back as much as they can. So in 2025, the gas and electric has just gone up and going up again in April. I feel like food inflation is about 4,000%. Council tax is going up again in April, and all the other costs that's going up this year. People need money. This country needs entrepreneurs and business owners to start businesses and create employment to give people the money. Of course, the cost of living crisis doesn't affect everyone. There are businesses that are still booming and people still doing a weekly food shop in Harrods. There are a lot of opportunities out there, a little more than normal. People are still selling their businesses and investors are wanting to exit from the property market. Labour government, you need to welcome, kiss the boots, roll out the red carpet, offer tax breaks, incentives, free spa sessions for 2 years when people stress out to the entrepreneurs and business owners, as they are the ones who are going to create businesses, employ people, and when people are working and have money in their pocket, they can spend and the economy will go round in a circle. And I just want to end by saying this: mental health is no joke. Human beings are not built for this amount of pressure or stress. People just want to be happy.